Educating and supporting the family is a key element in engaging families. If a family is given the information on what the available choices are and how or why something might be helpful, they can be reassured and informed. Families that are given enough information and choices on how to proceed are much more likely to continue with services. Answer questions. Address all concerns brought up by the family. Give relevant information. If possible, give multiple choices on how to proceed, with explanations on how each of those choices might look like. Offer additional resources for families to get help or become more informed. Publications, websites, brochures, and so on.
When we are involved in an intervention, we want to try to understand, help the family understand how that impacts their parenting, and then try to get them to address, why is it that you're abusing substances? People have things that happen in their lives, and maybe they didn't have the supports that some of us had that led us in a different direction. They may not have those supports. They may have been abused or neglected themselves, and so we have to try to help them understand why it is that they have chosen that path, and get what they need, however that is, so that they can change that behavior and safely parent their children.
Decir, estas cosas nos parece bien, estas no, porque a veces no las conocemos nosotros. Y por eso digo que a veces es importante ser algo humilde para que la familia pueda sentir que nosotros tenemos interés en ellos y tenemos interés en saber cómo ven ellos la situación.
So what can reduce engagement? When a family is not engaging, it's easy to get frustrated with them or blame them for their inability to follow through or comply. It's important to look at our own role as service providers and consider methods that engage or disengage a family, and be considerate of experiences that the family had prior to working with you. An already anxious, frustrated, or uncertain or even unwilling parent may already be wary and disengaged by impersonal entry to the system, long wait times, extensive assessments and paperwork, past bad experiences with providers, lack of culturally appropriate or individualized services, goals and plans that do not address a family's priorities and feel irrelevant to them, not feeling listened to, past encounters with experts or professionals that belittle and disregard the family's knowledge or expertise of their own child, multiple unsuccessful treatment outcomes resulting in lack of faith in services, exhaustion and caretaker fatigue leading to loss of hope or motivation.
A lot of therapists don't listen. You come in and they'll tell you, you're with me now, so nothing you've done in the past matters. You're starting over. And they won't listen. We've done this before. We've done these certain types of therapies and treatments, and they're not working, so let's not waste time doing them again.
They use that cookie-cutter approach, that checklist is how we felt. We didn't seem to have a provider who wanted our input that much.
Diagnoses are nothing but a constellation of symptoms that go together that allow us to guide how we want to do our work. However, a lot of diagnoses are complicated and they take time to figure out, and some diagnoses don't reveal themselves until further on into the work that you do because people aren't aware of what they're looking at.
The underlying fight is to get our society to stop throwing away and giving up on people who do matter and who can be productive, people. They can be healthier people. They can be members, productive members of society is the cliche. That's what it is. Everybody has that capacity.
What would be success for me would be that we're working together. We're kind of walking the walk and talking the talk. And if we did that better, we would have better outcomes, I think, for our families and our children.